Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. Here we are once again, another beautiful day. So, Brad, you're indeed 100% correct. The scans are a little on the softer side. I would have loved to see something here over 100%, but we're not quite seeing a lot of aggression, especially compared to what we were seeing last week, Wednesday forward, the back half of the week last week was really, really something else. So, you know, I'm looking forward to being aggressive this week. I'm looking forward to getting back up to full size, but we still need to see good stocks, and so I think I'll need to proceed with caution here today and not just, you know, very aggressive from the start, because that's what I was planning to do over the weekend. I was thinking like, hey, just full size from my very first trade onwards. But maybe I might size back down a little bit just to kind of get a good bearings of what's going on this week and actually be able to identify the strong stock. Because right now it doesn't really seem like there's a stock that's very, very like, hey, this is the stock of the day right now. So yeah, let me turn this off. Why is this? Okay, good. Okay, so there's a couple of stocks that I do have on watch. I'll write up this list. Watching RDHL, which is a cheaper stock. CFRX, which is also a cheaper stock. And YGMZ, which is also a cheaper stock. In terms of continuation, there's a few that maybe might have potential. For example, PRZO, although it's not really trending up right now, there could be some potential there. We have MOB hitting the scans as of recent. This one's around 225. Maybe I can put this one up. Maybe it continues to gain volume here over time. So yeah, it's going to be one of these kind of days where I'm just going to be a little bit more patient, wait around, see what happens, and then go from there. MNTS I also have on this list for potential continuation, but we'll need to gain some volume here and get going over Friday's high. So another one of those stocks that could do something, but is not obvious. So it's quite the list here. Good morning again for those people who are now tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up and of course consider subscribing to the channel as we are getting started here. We're about to jump into some analysis. Again, we'll see what happens here today. So MOB, being that this one is moving up right now, I think I'll give it a watch and start here. So right now we got a high of 233 and it's, climbing up. Volume seems to be coming in, although the volume is not super heavy. Not bad, right? Not bad so far. Let's see, the 200 EMA, I believe, is at 77. That's way down there. We don't really have to, worry about that right now. So let's see, coming up, gonna get rid of some of these other intraday trend lines. I do have some daily levels, and those levels are at 273 and 333 as we're coming up. So 273 going back to February 17th. We had a big move up and then a sell-off. Same thing with this 333 level going back to August, well, rather July 10th. High of 333 and then rejection. So, there might be some upside resistance, as we get closer to $3. But we'll see here. But, it has room at least to the upside, which is good. And it's fresh. It's now starting. I'll check and see if there's news. I didn't earlier. MOB, 14 minutes ago, 6K form. So it looks like there's something that came out. So that, okay. I'll keep an eye. It's only up 14% though. So moving on. There is RDHL again, which is up about 22% right now. Let's see. Actually, do I want to watch it this one? Wait, why do I have this up here? Let's see. Let me zoom out a little bit. So Friday we had to push the 70. Okay, yeah, I think I'll leave that one alone. Doesn't look that great looking at it again. I think when I looked at it last time, I just saw this, and I'm like, okay, but now kind of seeing that it was already up then down, and yeah, moving on from that. So CFRX, what's that? 18% MNTS. Man, this is a sorry list here. These stocks are not looking particularly great. Anyhows, dual screen. Let's move forward. Okay, CRFX. High point here pre-market 105. So we really had a big move earlier before this thing pulled back. Since then, we dipped and we crawled back up. The low of the very first pullback was 60 cents. Right now we're at 67, so we're really just coming down. We're gonna need to see some action coming into the open here in terms of the red to green. This is not, ideal. I think I'm gonna map out 65. Yeah, I think I'm gonna map out 65. That was kind of like the low of the consolidation after the bounce from the first drop. And it's very close in proximity to where we are now. So if we can curl up here, that'll be good. But again, we really want to see a red to green and getting back to 70, 75, 80 on this one. And maybe hopefully $1 throughout the day. So if it does go CFRX, what are some levels that we can keep an eye out for? Again, 105 was today's high, and there is a candle on September 7th with a high of 104, so a bit of a double top there. There are some other levels, but I think for now it's a good target. I think that's a good target, 105. So I'm not going to really bother with the daily chart on this one for CFRX. Can we get back to 105? We're a ways away, so it gives us a good range. So there's two, MOB, CFRX, MNTS. This one I think has some potential as well, the way how the chart is looking. But we need volume and we need this thing to start moving. So Friday's high was at 366. 366 is the level we need to break here today with high volume. And if so, can we start getting back to previous highs? On Thursday we had 434. This is an area I'll be interested in. And again, this gives us a good range. Let's see, there's some other intraday levels I can get rid of, and then I can inspect the daily chart. MNTS. Okay. 366. There doesn't seem to be a lot of high volume candles. We had a split around August 24th. Gotta keep a good posture. I keep leaning into this desk like this or like this. It's not good. Gotta just straight up. Yeah, looking at this chart, there's not a ton with volume, but there are some levels that, if I'm to really pick a level here, there's like 1246, 1130, but those levels are very far away. I think 366 and then 434 is a good start. And from there, 50-cent increments. Can we, if we get to 450, can we get to 5? Then can we get to 550, 6, 650, and so forth. This one I think has potential. So that's MNTS. Today it's a matter of finding the strong stock and then sticking to it. I think that's what's going to be the trick here today. So I think CFRX, MOB, and MNTS might be my top three. And then again, we have stocks like PRZO that maybe could curl up eventually. YGMZ, this is another one that could curl up after our highs on Friday, 123. This is not a bad one to keep an eye on either. The high today has been 105, low at 61. One of the other chartings look very similar to this. But yeah, that's CFRX that also had a high point of 105. So yeah, YGMZ, another one that, maybe there's something here. Let me start screen recording before I forget. I'm not sure why the recording was messed up on Friday. I didn't change any of the settings. So if today's recording is like glitching and freezing, then maybe I have to adjust something. But I'm hoping it's just a fluke because once again, I didn't mess around with any of the settings there. You know what I can, yeah. So let's start this up. Okay, it looks good. All right, so with 3 minutes to go, it's a good time just to mention the risks here of trading, right? Because I know the people who are here every day, they keep, it's like, why does this guy keep doing this? Why does he keep saying this? We already know, but it's for the new people who are coming. There's new people tuning in from time to time, and it's important for them to also know that day trading, like any other business here in the United States of America, is risky. Be careful of all the crazy success stories you might have heard, whether it's with, cryptocurrency or like GameStop or any of these crazy stocks. Whilst those things might have happened for a few people, it's the equivalent of winning the lottery. Most people are not going to come into the market and just get a big win out of nowhere. 90% of people will have a hard time and will struggle and struggle before they can even make any money. So it's important to understand that and not come into the market guns a-blazing, right? It takes time, like any other profession, any other business, any other field. It takes time to gain experience, to become confident, to become competent, right? So as the 2 minute warning is coming up, do not trade if you're new and you're not consistent, even if you've been around and you're not consistent. Do not trade, under a high risk circumstance. Do not trade with family savings, retirement money, these type of things. It's best to use risk money, a small amount of cash that you're practicing with. If you lose it, it doesn't affect your life. It's good to use paper trading, aka the simulator. That's where you can practice trading the live market with artificial currency. That's what I did in the beginning of my career here as a trader. So utilize these methods that are low exposure. Besides that, remember the live streams are not an invitation to copy trade. The recaps are not an invitation to copy trade. There's a formal way of learning. All right, and we can talk more about that later in the video. Other than that, remember, I do not invest money for my subscribers. There's been a lot of fake Relentless Trader accounts, guys. There's a million fake accounts. I do not invest for my subscribers, so be careful. I will never ask for money. I will never do copy trading, mirror trading, any of that nonsense. Stay safe. MNTS looking like it's creeping up right here. Maybe this is the one to watch. nose so stuffy. Okay, MNTS, MOB, CFRX, 34 seconds to the open. Once again, for me, I'm just going to take it slow. I'm going to take it easy, and then I'll go from there. And you know what? I should be recording from the Discord app so that there's better quality. I can go ahead and do that. I can go ahead and do that here in a sec. We will have to, you know what? I'll go ahead and do it now. Let's just do it now. As I'm missing the open, it's all good. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So MNTS, how are we looking? High of 77, low 57. Decent fill there. I apologize about that. When I stream from the Discord app, the quality is better. Ay, ay, ay. So MOB, the volume is kind of soft, but maybe that changes. There's a good bid and we didn't really react, so that's not great. So MNTF is starting to move. MNTS, can we see a good push here? I'll pull it on screen in a sec. Can't afford to miss these trades for nothing. It's strong. It didn't even really pull back, or it should have been up more. Hot level's gonna extend. Let's see what it does. Mm. Buyers are coming in aggressively, but it's in a weird situation here because it's a little extended. All right, let's see the halt at this point. We might as well get it 16, well, 23 now for the halt up, 23 for MNTS. And all right, this is great. This is good. I'd have been up three times the amount though if it had given a pullback at 70, like right below 70. So I'm still waiting here. Let's see. Can we get halted up or will we get a dip? Either or. Although when we get like this, I prefer to halt up. It's like it doesn't want to dip. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Hmm. Waiting patiently, high or low, but again, we haven't really pulled back. The halt up is now at 46. It's at 51. Will we see it? We might as well get it at this point. Well, it's extended again. It's just such a lame move. It's like it's a sweet move, but it's just so lame in the sense of no dips, man. There's a small dip there to 40, but it doesn't seem trustworthy with how high and extended it is. It's an aggressive entry, but it's there, I guess. Well, we're halted up finally. This resumption should be interesting. Even in the range of like 29.30. Oh, more so like 25. We pulled back to 12, but I didn't think it was safe yet. I thought maybe even like low fours or like maybe even a break below four, right? Because the move started at like 60. We went from about 60 to 425, 360 to 425. I'm thinking like, nah, I'm not buying 412. It held up high and it just keeps going. The resumption is going to be a little crazy though because again, we're a little extended. So I'm thinking I'm not going to go too aggressive with size, but if I see the entry that I like, I'm just going to take it. I still have to remember the context of what happened last week, with stocks being up 4,000%, um, and hundreds of percents. This one is up 40%, 47% right now. So I'm not saying that this is last week, but like if this does anything similar to last week, maybe it goes up 100% and we're at $8 in the next hour or 20 minutes or 10 minutes. So I think I might need to be more aggressive here with my entries. Hopefully this thesis is not wrong and the stock is just flushing down after this, because if so, I'll surely be red in no time. But you got to make a decision and then stick with it and manage risk as best as you can. So that's the decision I'll make. And at 33, well, 43, we'll see the resumption. No, no, no. What is this thing doing? Why? Why? It's gonna make me go crazy. Did it kick everyone out again? Let me see. This is not the time for this. Yes, it did. Unbelievable. Sorry about that. Okay, it looks like it's good. What does it call? Windows 7 when you have like two screens open? Don't worry, I'm not trading one share. One share is in this order entry window down here, but I'm not utilizing this order entry. I'm using one up above. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. We got less than a minute to resumption. It's showing 480 on my side, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe it's sideways. So 43.02, 43, less than a minute. As usual, no fear, no hesitation. Ten seconds and counting. 5, 4, here we go. Okay. It might go straight through 5, or maybe not. Scratch trades there. Bills must be awful. Jeez, come on. Okay. Low, 72. People are buying. Probably should have held out a little bit longer, 53, but big volume coming in. But back down. Not getting over 60. I wonder if it's backside. It might be finished. It's, man, such potential on this stock here going up, man. It's like only if we could have just had some dips. Needed to be buying extremely high, just was not as confident to do that. Thinking we should have had pullbacks along the way. So anybody who was just super, willing to just get back in definitely did well. Well, looks like it might be finished. It's still early though, maybe it bottoms out here and can curl back up over time, but definitely a sharp pullback. We needed to get back over 60 in that area. I made it 49, wasn't looking to take it off the table so soon. I wanted to see more of a move. Ended up not getting the 10 cents. Time to do a rotation. CFRX, no good. MNTS, halted down. MOB, no good. PRCO, no good. DHL, no good. YGMZ, no good. I did miss a resumption entry too. I kind of, you know, again, just needed to be more aggressive in there for like 69. Maybe I could have gotten filled 74, 75. We got up to about 87, 85, about 10, 12 cents. BTTX was mentioned a couple times. Cheaper stock that got over VWAP. I'm not going to use too much size here, but I'll check it out. It'll be good if it can hold up the VWAP area here. There's a bid, so I'm going to take a position. And right down. No good. Tight stop there. Got a higher fill as that bid came in, 50,000 at the VWAP level. Got filled like a penny higher. Anyhow, small size, nothing there to see. Moving on. MNTS, resumption. It's still in the range, but we'll see. The high is at 46. This fills, man. Story of my life right now. am I even getting such high fills? Buying into selling pressure on a low like that. Let me leave that stock alone, man. MNTS, we have less than a minute here. We're at 80 bucks BTTX, taking two great entries and just not even sure what's happening there. So switching gears, MNTS. Less than 10 seconds. 424 here going down. Looks like it might be a 10-minute. Is ALDX worth it? Halting up again. That halt down resumed higher, which is good. ALDX, I think the daily chart isn't so good. But, after such a huge drop, you're bound to get some sort of volatility. I'm definitely late to the show there, though, so wouldn't want to overdo it. So 55.41 for MNTS. I mean, I'm not sure. I'll just be a little reactive here. I'm not sure what, if we get a bounce here, I'd hope for MNTS. It would be a reasonable pullback if we can get back up and hold VWAP area. Although, the charting itself wouldn't look so good with that topping wick candle. MNTS. Less than a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. We're at 97 likes. Can we get up there to 200 likes? Be sure to hit that thumbs up, support the channel, and it's always good to know that the audience is enjoying the live stream. So here we go. We got a couple seconds. MNTS. Hoping we can get a bounce of some sort. If not, I'll just be leaving it alone. It's not bad. Might sell off here though if it doesn't hold. It seems to be finished though. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent bounce there from 80. Is it gonna chase down that halt at 26? It just seems so low to get back to the high day levels though. Green to red on ALDX there. I think it might be that time to just wait for the second wave of momentum. This first wave looks to be shot and done. It was nice whilst it lasted. ALDX might get halted up again. MNTS pushing lows, halting down potentially. MNTS halted down. Where are we at? Not good at all for a day like this. So I have to be careful. That's what that means. Can't even remember trading this stock. Jeez. Maybe here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember now. ALDX. TPST making a move. I'm not too interested in this stock though. And look at that, it's already back down. Well, let me not even waste time looking at this. So 0354 for resumption. Just waiting patiently. I failed, man. It's okay. Spreads were pretty wide. PRCO attempting a break of 3, but slowing down a bit. Resumption coming up. Ball salt? Not quite. Halting down for ALDX. Alright, PRCO to the depths. Another 5 cent loss, down $100. PRCO. Got the 302 and then rejected 94 on the bids. Break of three, no good. PRCO. So I'm just gonna wait for the second wave. If not, that'll be it for the day. I'll just shut it down. But it's early, so maybe I'm hoping there's like a second wave later, whether 10:30, 11:30, maybe 12. But we'll have to be here for some time waiting. That's of course where we can see like another stock kind of like give a good move. Unless ALDX holds up this dip and continues going right now, then maybe there'll still be something to watch at. But yeah, so ALDX, MNTS, PRCO. We'll see if anything else comes up. TPST still a stock that maybe, I don't know, man. I'm trying to stay away from that one though. Every time it goes up, there's a huge drop, so not even gonna look at it to tempt myself. Nine and 14 seconds for resumption. 9 and 14 seconds. We got less than a minute. It's nonsense PTST, man. 14 seconds for our ALDX. This ALDX is such a weird stock. The halt up is at 46. TPST giving back all of its gains. The usual. Okay. ALDX. Nice move. TPST roller coaster of a stock. Up, down, up, down. Come on. What a day. What time is it? 17? Still pretty early. TPST, I don't know, man. The break of 5 could be epic, but it's just such a crazy stock. ALDX seems to be struggling here a little bit. And it ups. And it ups. Why is the spread so big here? MNTS, a bit of a rejection there for a red to green. Oh, maybe it's holding up here. It's just so spready. TPST on the other hand, what a day, man. I mean, just what a day. Not a bad day, but not a great day at the same time. The momentum was decent, just a little tricky. TPST, I'm not, kind of just have it on to look at, but not really looking to trade it. Not interested in that one. ALDX to the depths. This is not a bad place to take a break and just, wait around. YGMX, hopefully that one can get over $1, but not a bad place to just take a break. MNTS, we'll see if it curls up a little bit to VWAP. TPST still trying. Now back at 88. TPST. YGMZ might just take over as like the next stock. It definitely has a range to it in this area here. To the downside as well, right? Downside risk is real. Sometimes the good thing about these cheaper stocks is that you can be in with a lot of size with a limited amount of risk. But at times they can come down hard. Right there's a 6 cent drop. It's pretty hefty for this price range. It's almost like 8 to 10% if my math is any good. YGMZ at VWAP 79. Could be a decent pullback here. If it breaks down here, then it looks like it might just be Titanic. But tight stops for me. Small size, that way I'm not risking too much. The candle has about a minute, 15 seconds. We'll see how it closes. I don't think it looks bad. It's a nice 5 minute setup. We'll see if it holds up. I'll try and hold it on, for as long as I can, unless it stops me out. By the way, MNTS did get over 74, so that was good. I wonder if I want to keep an eye on that one here too. MNTS. Just let this other position just do its thing. We got some huge bids coming in. It's a good sign. TPST, man, what an interesting one today. Didn't expect to see anything from that stock, but people are still watching at it. The volume is crazy high. I mean, maybe I might have left something on the table not looking at it, but it's just always crazy when a stock is up and then down, up and then down. Giving back the entirety of the move on the pullbacks. I don't usually do well on those stocks because I buy a little higher thinking we hold up and then it doesn't. Okay, am I gonna get stopped out here or can we hold up? If not, it's just to the depths, much bigger pullback. TPST 88. Are we gonna see a break of 5? If that breaks over 5, it cannot sell off. There's my stop. Keeping it tight on YGMZ. Getting out of that. Good attempt at a 5 minute setup here at VWAP, but too much selling. And that might put us about flat on the day. So from a start of 600 or so to flat. Although, we didn't really get to capitalize on that stock MNTS in that first 10 minutes. I mean, just needed to be more aggressive. Wanted to pull back even from the very first entry that I was looking at 380 area. Was waiting for that dip to come down, man. I'm long for the break of 70. It's a good trade. It gets to 81, and right there I expected a little bit more of a dip below 74, 75. It held up 75 and just straight to 90, straight to 4. And just straight up all the way to $5. TPST still trying. But the range here is not bad for some traders. Like, those people who do like these quick drops that flushes out like this every time. I mean, it's literally done it almost every time for the respected move up. Every time right down. Like get up here and then again right down. So big drop here, pushes up, big drop here. So maybe it pushes up and then another big drop here. It seems to be the trend. Well, I mean, if you can time these drops like well, it's not bad, but that's a whole nother story. If it gets over 5 and it bucks the trend and it actually can hold and keep going, I think that's where it would be incredible. But what are the odds? There's 95. It'll have to go and hold up its levels. And then, maybe it pulls away to 550 without like a big drop. But I'm not too excited for that. I have to see it to believe it. What was that? 88? From 95 to 88. Not a ton there. White rice with chicken. I'm guessing maybe an early lunch. Or maybe time zone difference. What a day, man. What a day. I'm not gonna lie, on a day like this, I would have thought I would have been more green. But that stock, I tell you, man. That stock. And I'm red on all the side stocks. MNT, YGMZ, BTTX, CFRX, everything. Here it goes. They're gonna try right here, 95. Okay, 96, 98. Are we gonna try here for break of 5? It's showing some signs. It has to hold. It has to hold. Moon? To the moon? What's my fills, bro? These fills, oh my gosh. Okay, it's holding, which is great. It didn't explode though. I thought we would have flew to like 25. What's up with these stocks and not giving proper dips? So we got 30. It seems a little heavy here though, as if we're not pushing past it. So maybe it might want to pull back. What is it going to be here? Or are we going to continue? There's a decent bid at 19, 17,000. Those shares will be filled. Mm, 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 mm. Some strange price action, man. Better not Titanic on me, that's all. Strange price action here. The volume comes, nothing happens. Is it getting shorted here? Is that what's happening? It's not pulling away though. You know, we're moving up, but it's just a few cents. Mm, Nothingness. High 43, low 17. That was the second. Seems like my timing is what's off here. I mean, we're back at 33, so that's going to ultimately be a decent dip. No quick bounce, more gradual over the course of the minute. The new 1 minute candle, 25 seconds. This should be interesting here. False breakout. Oh man, that looks good for 30. What was that, 42? Well, it hasn't failed yet. 23. So maybe it's gonna give out here. Still trying. Every time it comes down, though, we're still seeing buyers. This has to be it. And the short sellers cover and take us to the moon. Over 40. Mm, 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 mm. It's so thick. 45, we should be ripping here. Man, what is going on with these stocks? I mean, I guess this is a washed up stock from a few days ago, so I guess it's not going to be the same. That's for sure. But ever since we broke 5 and we didn't sell all the way off, it's been uptrending much better. We haven't really been giving back all the gains on the drops. It just feels like it has potential to go crazy, this stock, because it's getting shorted still. Is this it? The halt is at 503, I think. It's holding. Oh, oh, oh. Why did I do that? Wrong button. It could get caught pretty bad here if this doesn't slow down. Cover, 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 cover. It needs to hold up here. Backside. Anybody with a wide stop probably is going to short against yesterday's high, which is still pretty aggressive. How close are we? 572? Well, we kind of passed it. 590. Well, we should have done better than that, man. Or maybe they were holding to 6. The stock moved well, but I still expected a bigger move into a halt up. Then again, people are probably so green in the trade against the highs of 11 that it's like they probably don't even care to stop out of, and cover. Today's a botch day, unfortunately. Today's a botch day. I think this is a good place. This stock it's been down and then back up, so maybe it does curl back up here, but I'm thinking this is a good place for me to just shut it down because it's not a good day here at all. So I might as well take the little bit of green I have and just, lock it in. That might be the responsible decision at this point. The new 5-minute candle is about 3 minutes away. The high of the current candle is 55. And so far we've held up the lows of 22. It is bouncing. Ay, ay, ay. The responsible thing or the confident thing. Sometimes you can be overconfident and then you're just delusional. But anyhow, we're at 48. Small seller, 25,000 shares at 50. It's breaking that seller. We are still a little extended against those lows of 22 though. And so it's going to come right up there, and we're seeing some red candles here. Or a red candle low, 36. The 5 minute candle has about 2 minutes. No trade day. It's a good push. Oh, come on, misreads. Dip and then rip. So the 5 minute candle is making the new high, although it's a couple seconds out. It's a tricky one here. Can we see some more decisive price action? 60, 64, a bit of a churn in this 64, let's say 60 to 65 area here. The volume is a little slow to come. Nice break of 75. Shorts are covering and a halt up at 606. Can we see it? False halt. Come on, come on. Let's get locked in. Let's get locked in here. And we are locked in. That's good. This is great. Oh, the 5 minute candle made the new high at 65. It's a good move. Or I guess 55, really. Mm-mm-mm. So this should be very, 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 very interesting. This should be very interesting here. I think this is gonna do well on this resumption. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it opens up like way higher either. So we'll see how this does. I'm going to prep another position here, another order entry. Time 10:58 a.m. So at 59:07, I believe we'll see resumption. Is that right? No, 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 no. Jeez, that was terrible. Oh 01. Jeez, 01. 07. I think it opens up and goes. Short sellers are on the run. There's no reason for dips. It just might just go straight up. Let's see what it does. No fear, no hesitation. Oh, 01 and 7 seconds. Waiting patiently. We got less than a minute. 10 seconds. Halted up at 6:06 TPST. What will it be? Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, are you kidding me? 16. It's not as aggressive as I would have liked. To the depths. To the depths. Worth the shot, but to the depths. I expected covering and aggression there, just no good. Titanic. Well, was worth a good shot. 560 on the bids. Well, looking back at what the history of the stock is, I guess it is up and down every time. At least before the break of five, I guess it's kind of getting back into that. This looks terrible here. 55 for the lows. Maybe a few dip opportunities, but not super interested here. Looks like it might be backside. Well, to the depths. Small losing trades there at the end of the day. It's a roller coaster of a stock, I tell you, man. What's it gonna be? It's taking too long. 11. These stocks, man. I definitely thought that was backside. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting that big red candle to do anything. And then right back up. I have 26. I don't know. I was more on the side of just shorts covering more on that resumption rather than any sort of like profit taking or dip. Oh, of course, man. Jeez. What was that? Low of 90? Unbelievable. False breakout, but right back up. You know what? I think I'll walk away. I think that's it. I'm done with this thing, man. I'm out of here. Madness. A roller coaster of a move. Whatever it does, it does. I'd rather come back tomorrow. I'll watch on from the sidelines and I'll be out of here. So for those of you going till 4 p.m., that may continue to trade this thing, good luck. Be careful. That'll do it for me. I'm not doing anything on this momentum. It's only a matter of time before I take a serious loss. On a normal day, it'd have already been green a couple of thousand. So it's not going well. Gotta just recognize that and just protect myself from the inevitable, which will be me sizing up and then losing 50 cents and down some sort of crazy big loss. Gotta just, the writing is on the wall. Shutting it down, taking a bit of green, coming back tomorrow. I tell you, man. So stay safe, stay green, and I'll catch you guys in the recap and then again tomorrow for another beautiful day. Tomorrow I'll be back, and hopefully there's a better gap scan too, because the scans today were all right, but nothing crazy. We would have definitely loved to see something better. So take care. For those of you on the live stream,